What's up YouTube, Kristo here, and I've got a review for you. Really excited to be doing this. It's a fragrance from a very little known indie niche house. I'm going to be looking at Incensed from Smellbent. Now, just to give you a bit of information about Smellbent, like I mentioned, it very little known, doesn't get much talk on YouTube. This is a indie niche house, like I mentioned, from Los Angeles, California, and it was created by the in-house perfumer, Brent Leonesio, I hope I said that right, in 2009. And according to their website, they claim to use high quality and natural ingredients, and they appear to be environmentally conscious as well as animal friendly. Their fragrances are fun, and they have silly names, and they have jokes and puns, and each fragrance will often be represented by kind of a goofy or wacky character or symbol that represents each scent. Now, Incensed is 50 ml, and it is an EDT, which is pretty much like almost all of the 50 ml bottles. This is listed as an Oriental Woody, and I think that fits very, very well. Now, the notes, according to Smellbent, are Omani frankincense and Kenyan myrrh smoldering atop a pile of vanilla-soaked woods. And they do not give a pyramid, but I do think the notes do pan out very, very clearly. I'll address that a little bit later. Most predominant note to me is vanilla, actually. There is definitely wood, and there is definitely incense in this, but yeah, actually I get stronger vanilla for longer than anything else. It's a minimal fragrance, there's not a lot of notes, but you can pick each one up very clearly and distinctly, which I do like. Now, like I mentioned, this is an EDT, and it is 50 ml. You can get 50 mils for about $45, and you can, if you're willing to hold out and you're not too picky, you can get these discounted. I think I got mine for 34 bucks each, which is pretty good. They do have smaller travel sprays and roll-on perfumes, roll-on oils, I should say. They're about 4 to 8 mils, depends on what you want exactly. You can get various sample packs where you choose the fragrances that you want, or you can just get the whole line. They do various lines with different themes and things like that. Like I mentioned, these are $45 for 50 ml, and when you think about it, that's actually less than you're probably going to pay for like Calvin Klein or Versace over the counter at a retail shop. So in my opinion, personally, I would much rather put my money into something like this. Other than discounting bottles, they will often have promotions with free or discount shipping if you order a certain amount of perfume or a certain value of perfume. Store locations, it is an indie niche house, so you're probably not going to be able to walk up to your local perfume counter and just ask for this. Just buy it online. Just go to the Smellbent website, I'll link it, and just go there if you're interested in buying this or anything from them. It's the easiest way to do it. As well, I did contact them, and they did say they ship almost everywhere, and it's very reasonable prices. I think I only paid $11 or $12 for 350 ml bottles shipped to Indonesia, which is pretty damn good in my opinion. Packaging. I don't usually look at packaging, but I want to here because I like what they do actually. These are the boxes for the 3 bottles I got, and basically they just take the plain white box and they stick the sticker on the end of it so you can identify what it is. Inside, they wrap it in paper. Really nice, really simple, it's effective, and it cuts costs and waste, which I quite like as well. Now, opening and dry down, I've got dry down over here. I've got the opening coming up here, and I've been wearing this a lot this week. I'm really enjoying this, so I can already tell you exactly what it's going to smell like. Opening is very woody and balmy, and it's interesting because it actually takes quite a while for the sweetness to come out. But eventually, after about 20 or 30 minutes, you will definitely start to pick up sweetness to it, but I think it's more from the frankincense and the myrrh rather than from the vanilla yet. Now, once the wood starts to die down, you're going to start to get the thick smoke coming in, and it's going to be kind of a sweet smokiness. And eventually, when it gets over to the dry down, I like that. It's going to be smoky, creamy vanilla, and that is pretty much what it will be for most of the scent's life. Probably lasts like that for probably about 4 to 5 hours, maybe even a bit longer. It's very simple, but it has very defined stages. The opening is very balmy and woody, the mid is the sweet incense, and then the base and the dry down, the most of the fragrance's life, is the smoky, creamy vanilla. Now, what does this remind me of? Very strangely, I don't know why, but especially from the opening, it makes me think of varnished floorboards soaked in vanilla cream. And yeah, I know that sounds strange, but you know what? It totally works for me, because I've never smelled anything quite like this before. So, big uniqueness factor there. Longevity, good. Above average for me. I get 8+ hours, which for an EDT niche scent for this price, I think that's pretty good. There are people who complained online in reviews about a lot of Smellbenz fragrances not lasting long enough. Definitely no problem here. Projection, I get about average. It's not overwhelming, but it is still definitely noticeable. Now for season, this is definitely going to be something for the cooler months. It's not too sweet or it's not too strong, so it may even well work for the summer. I'm in the tropics and I can pull this off pretty easily without bothering myself or anyone. Age, now for me this is a younger crowd. Obviously you can tell by the packaging and the kind of fun, goofy, silly direction they're going. It is going to be for the kind of 20 to young 30s crowd. And as well, you know, just in or it's more specifically with Incensed. It's not overly woody or balmy, yet it's not overly sweet from the vanilla, so I think it kind of works really well in that sense. I think early 20s, mid 30s, you're going to enjoy it. Occasion, to me, this and all of the Smellbenz that I picked up, I think they're all nice, quirky, casual fragrances. They're fun to wear, they're not offensive. I think they could even work at the office. They're definitely not that strong. Very, very, very nice, casual fragrances. Gender. Now, according to Smellbenz's site, they do not list anything as a certain sex. Everything is obviously just listed as a fragrance. And I like that because it kind of lets you decide whether you're going to like it or not. Now, that said, each fragrance is represented, like I mentioned, by a character. And a lot of the characters will be female, and a lot of the female characters will have kind of stereotypically female notes. So if you are really picky about masculine or feminine fragrances, just have a look, see what they're called, see what the notes are, and you probably be able to make up your mind for yourself. Now, Incensed, to me, this leans a bit masculine. I think with the balminess and the smokiness, to me, it's going to lean a bit masculine, but I do definitely think there are women out there that will enjoy it. Now, is this niche quality? Don't let the price tag fool you. Yes, it is. It is definitely niche quality. It's well made and it's unique, and those are two things that I think are really, really important in niche perfumery, and it's got them. Now, what's positive about this fragrance? Well, it's a unique vanilla incense scent, and I've never smelled anything quite like it before. It's cheap, but it's well made. The proprietor and the management seem to care, which is nice because you do not get that very often in the perfume world, niche or designer. I do like the cost cutting with the simple boxes and the resealable or re-screwable caps and everything. I do like that. They're cutting costs in the right area. Rather than tinkering with the quality of the juice, they just lower the cost of the packaging. Good projection and longevity for an EDT of its price. I think you've got really reasonable rates for worldwide shipping, which is very nice, especially for people like me. And I think as well that I really like the notes. I really like the simplicity of the notes. I like how there's only 4 notes and you can pick each one up really specifically, and it's good for kind of more amateurish noses like myself, so I can smell it and go, rah, there's the vanilla, there's the incense, there's the wood. I like it, I'm not gonna lie. Also, the smell bent image, I like it. It's fun, it's simple, it's just nice, casual fragrances. Negatives, what's negative about this? Well, it will definitely be too simple or boring for some veteran noses. Yeah, I don't mind. I have no beef with a fragrance with 4 notes, with really simple process and transitions, but some people definitely will. Another big problem, probably my biggest problem with smell bent, is samples are really hard to find, especially for free. I've never ever received a smell bent sample from anyone ever. You know, and I get like Amouage and Le Labo City exclusive samples for free from my friends, but never gotten a smell bent. So that would be something nice, but obviously, unfortunately, that's gonna push up the price if they start giving away free samples. If you're someone who likes to show off your bottles and boxes, to be honest, that's probably not gonna appeal very much to you, but I don't mind at all. Recommended, who do I recommend this for? I recommend this for any indie niche lovers. You know, you're gonna enjoy it. Even if you don't think it's the most mind-blowing complex fragrance, you're probably gonna think it's nice and well made. Also, this would be great for someone that wants something different, for vanilla or incense. Very well done. People getting interested in niche, but they don't want to drop like $100, $150, $200 on a bottle. This is a really good place to start. Also, anyone who wants an alternative to mainstream designers that just can't get shipping anywhere, especially from the mainstream niche sites. If you're looking to buy like Lucky Scent and get shipped to Asia, you're looking like $30 or $40 for like a bottle or 2, and that's just absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Also, anyone like myself who wants to support kind of a DIY fragrance house, I love DIY. My whole my channel is, you know, really simple, basic DIY, lo-fi kind of stuff. I like that, so that's another reason I really like to support Smell Bent. Now, all in all, I'm very happy with my first 3 Smell Bents, and I will certainly order again, especially if they do have another $34 bottle sale in the near future. I'm probably just gonna, you know, after having tried these, I'm probably just gonna buy like 5 or 6 of them, just so I don't have to wait so long to get more. So yeah, Incensed from Smell Bent. I'd really like to hear your thoughts specifically on this or any other Smell Bents out there. I know Hungry Hippies gets a bit of attention, and there's a couple others out there that I do hear people mention now and again, but you know, definitely try to get your hands on some of these. Very well made stuff for the price. So thanks for watching YouTube, and I'll see you again soon.